What's up? What you doing? What's going on, everybody? I got this. I got this. Good old Rocky Top is this is you're creating a strange reward structure here. If people are going to start throwing me money for eating this sad breakfast burrito, then this whole operation's about to go off the rails. So you be careful. I went out. I had a business call this morning. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the. My wife took the kids out over to do some stuff today, and so I was like, I got some stuff I got to do, but I'm gonna I'm going to run to the gas station real quick and buy some energy drinks. And then when I got back, I was like, I didn't eat any breakfast at all. I want a breakfast style food, and I was like, I'll just get home and I'll eat a bowl of cereal. There's no milk. We don't have milk, so then I had to resort to the depths of the freezer and this breakfast burrito. I'm not happy about this. Is that cheese in there? Yes, it's a breakfast burrito. Of course there's cheese in there. This all right, now okay, now you've started a burrito hype train. I don't know how Twitch Thank you to Tommy Never and to Sarah and to Chaos Twitch indeed. And to Kinky. Okay, well, Rocket Punches. All right, do I have to? Okay, I guess I have to eat the burrito now. Do we need a burrito emote? The burrito is sad. Yes, the burrito is sad. Look at this effing thing. How far can I tilt this plate? Okay, there. Okay. I got I got a knife in case. I have some drinks here too. I'm going to take a bite of the burrito now. This is a breakfast burrito. It has smoked bacon and I believe some sort of egg type substance. And yeah, I don't know. Thanks to Biscuits for subscribing. Welcome to the burrito zone. I used to eat these burritos. Does it still say it's Wednesday? I set a thing. I tried to set a thing. I don't know if it still said. Okay. If the stream still says it's Wednesday, it shouldn't. Aaron, you're okay. You're making this happen here, Bran Wolf with the hot bits, and all right. Well, I guess I'm gonna eat this burrito now. This was microwaved for 1:30. And you know, the edges of the burrito are, you know how a microwave burrito can get where it's dry and kind of like a crunchy, like almost crunchy. You know, like a microwave burrito. I mean, do not Do not come in here and say you've never eaten a microwave burrito. Am I one of these people who opens the microwave before it's done so that I'm not scared by the beeps? No. But if I am microwaving things at night when children are asleep, I will open the microwave early. Because then it only beeps once. The inside here it's not even, see, it's mostly tortilla. If you think about it, there's really there's a tiny little lane of goop in here that is, I'm going to say it's cheese, it's egg, and it's bacon. I forget the brand name. What is it? Don Miguel. They also make dinner burritos. They are not just in the breakfast burrito business. I'm going to eat this part, then it's not going to have any filling in it over here at all. That's just... There was nothing in that. Archanthius with the bits. Thank you. Chance Bordeaux 16. Wait. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Parker. But no. Okay. All right. Yeah. No. Thank you, Lark Jury, for these subscriptions. And this is well. Do I deserve? You say okay. You're saying stop eating this. I deserve better. What I'm telling you is I don't have time for better. While I was out getting drinks, which we'll get into, I could have stopped and got food. I could have gone through a drive-through, but we had missed the breakfast window. It was that weird lane where I was on a call from 10 to 10:30, and the breakfast cutoff at the fast food is about 10:30 in most places. But I wanted breakfast food. Here we are. Happy breakfast. Thank you to Greekon77 for resubscribing with your Amazon Prime subscription. We've got a structural issue with this burrito. I'm just going to suck it. I'm just going to suck it. I'm just going to suck it. Thank you to I'm an adult, so zip it. That's what I should probably be saying. I'm an adult, so zip it. I'm going to eat this burrito. Yep. Now, I could have gone to a Jack in the Box. They will serve breakfast all day, all night. They don't care. But you can get that anytime, so it's not special. You know? That's... Okay. This is getting to be a mess. The question I often ask myself when it comes to food, and this is could I have purchased this microwave burrito at any time? Absolutely, of course I could have, but it was already here. And I came home thinking, I'll just have a bowl of cereal. I have a box of nice Magic Spoon cereal that I could have had. birthday cake flavored, even. But there is no milk in the house. There is no milk. There was no milk in the house. So, that was my last resort. That was the plan. That was the plan. The plan was like, all right, great. I'm not going to go through some drive-through. I'm going to go home. I'm going to pop open that box of birthday cake and get into it. And then there was no milk. So then we had to turn to the backup, to the backup, to the backup. A pineapple flavored Monster, that sounds like it'd be really good. A Monster energy drink of a pineapple variety, of a pineapple inclination. Yeah. Yeah. I bet that's good. I've got a drink here that I'm pretty sure is going to be bad, and one that I hope is good. You could do worse than this breakfast burrito. But at the end of this, I will be not hungry. And at the end of the day, at the end of the mealtime, my goal is to just be not hungry. I was hungry. I passed on some food options that would be worse for me nutritionally. Not that I'm above it, but at the time I was just like, I don't want to do that right now. And then I had my cereal plan. We all know how that went. Right down the tubes. And so I had to reach onto the literal bottom of the freezer. I've got a side-by-side freezer. Not a top-bottom. It's a side-by-side. And so I had to go all the way down to the freezer side, all the way down at the bottom, where this is still present and has been for a long time. A long time. Months. And yeah, here's to you. Thanks to Rockbusta and the Alex Ray and Yick MD for signing up. This is the quality content you've come to expect from a premium operation such as this. You can do tap water and cereal. Yeah, I don't know. I could fucking run into traffic too, is what I could.
Enjoy your gaming. Enjoy your gaming.
Jordans. Yeah, I don't want to put orange juice in cereal. There is some orange juice here, but it's the kind that can last for months, and it's not in the fridge because it has not been opened yet. And we, hey, not to just this side-by-side refrigerator of mine sucks. It does not have enough room for anything in it. If you get a pizza, you can't put the pizza in the fridge. because the fridge side is not wide enough to hold a pizza box. So every single time you are repacking that pizza if you want to save that pizza. It is not wide enough to hold a medium pizza. It is a criminal. It's not a good fridge. It's fine. It dispenses water and ice cubes, and that's the fancy life that I've wanted to lead for decades. And so I made it. I made it, baby. We made it. We're butt billionaires out here with this fridge that dispenses cold water, and that's great. But yeah. Okay. I got some drinks too. I got some drinks over here at the gas station. Thanks to Ban Puncher for signing back up with this Amazon Prime. Make Jeff Bezos's money Jeff Gerstmann's money today. Is that a sales pitch? Is that a Taco Batman? That's a very good name. Now it's time to wash down the breakfast burrito. With Flamin Hot Mountain Dew. Shout out to Vapor Trail and Battle Cow making it happen on the finance end. Man, with all these subscriptions, I can get a case of Flamin Hot Mountain Dew. I'm not going to do that. Dr. Cornbone. Do not subscribe thinking that you're going to entice me into buying more bottles of Flamin Hot Mountain Dew. It doesn't say Cheetos anywhere on it. I was under the understanding that this was a Cheetos-related product. Is it not? What is this? Because I thought the font was... Do I get the same amount of money from a Prime sub versus a regular sub? I think so. I know Flamin' Hot those are just words, right? Whatever. But I thought the whole point here was I'm looking at a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I'm looking at the writing here. That's the same writing. That is the same writing. Chester Cheetah. Can a cold drink be spicy? You were asking. 916 Faded. We're going to find out. Thanks to Fistful of Cats and Abacab DK and Vivisect and Exis. We're gonna crack this open. I have another drink here. The cocaine energy drink. No actual cocaine in it. Did have a bit of a kick to it, a bit of a burn in the back of the throat. I should go on record here as saying I don't especially like Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Thank you to Virtual Balboa for getting virtual with this stream. I just want to get virtual. This smells like an orangey, like an orangish orange, which I like an orange. I like an orange. To me, this just smells like an orange soda, and that's like making me really excited. And I know it's not going to taste like just an orange soda. I should have just bought an orange crush or a Fanta or something. But all right, I've got burritos. I've got tortilla stuck to my teeth, so I've got to get it out. And the only way I can think to burn it out is with 280 calories of Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. This is not Mountain Dew Zero. It's that's. I don't normally drink beverages that got calories in them, but for you here today, hey, we're gonna live Moss. I think that's the... Contains 0% juice. Oh, that sucks. No, I don't know. Whatever. It tastes a little bit more orangey than... There's a bit more orange flavor, I feel, than the typical Mountain Dew. Did they make it orange just so it would look like the Cheetos bag? It just says Dew with a blast of heat and citrus. So I guess the citrus is the... There's not a lot of heat. There's not a lot of hot here. There's a little bit. There's a little bit. You know, once it goes away, once your mouth is empty again, it leaves behind a bit of a... This is great because my throat has hurt for days, and so the idea and it's hurt in a way that feels like spicy food. So getting this all over the inside of my mouth is really helping. This is a really good idea. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that this was going to taste like cheese. I thought that this was a Cheetos Flamin Hot, like the ultimate disaster, right? I mean, that to me that felt like the nightmarish hell that we were heading towards. Was okay, yeah, we've got a Cheetos flavored Mountain Dew now because fuck it, we're all gonna die. Thanks to 98 Switchery for sending it. Yeah, I don't think... Sometimes it's... Some sips are spicier than others. And so, but it really is just an aftertaste kind of concept of just like, okay, I'm drinking this and it is more citrus than hot, and the hot just kind of comes at the end. It's just like, oh, by the way, here's a little how do you do. Is there sediment on the bottom? Yeah, I should have really rolled it, you know? Man, in these clear bottles, you know, the Mountain Dew gets skunked. Where does it rank in the Mountain Dew flavor rankings? I mean, I don't like it. If it didn't have any heat in it, it would be fine because it would just be like, here's an orangey Mountain Dew, which they've made those before, right? They did is that Livewire? Is Livewire the orange Mountain Dew? Or was Livewire a sub-brand and then there was like Livewire Grape or whatever? Yeah, wasn't the Halo 3 Game Fuel orange? I like Code Red the best, I think. And then I might say Livewire is second best. I am neutral to positive on Baja Blast, but a lot of people freak out about a Baja Blast, and I'm kind of ambivalent towards it. It's totally okay. It's not something I'm going to seek out, but I'll get one from time to time. And regular Mountain Dew is totally okay as well. I drink diet. I drink diet Mountain Dew here and there. The grape that they had, well, I think it was it was the first time they rolled out orange. It was the first time that Livewire came out. There was a grape that came out alongside it, and I thought that grape was my actual favorite. And I don't believe they make it anymore. Was that White Lightning? I think it was White Lightning because it was the beverage was grape. Pitch Black. Was Pitch Black? Okay. Pitch Black or White Lightning, one or the other, baby. Yeah, I don't know. Why can't you get more grape soda? What the hell is wrong with society that grape soda is not something that you can find more places? I don't understand it. Why can't a player get some diet grape soda out here? I'm gonna type that into the internet. What someone's gotta make that. There's gotta be like a diet Welch's. Not Welch's. That's just grape juice. Some Welch's grape, as they say. Aha, hip hop. What was I typing in? Diet grape soda. Faygo. Faygo makes a diet grape soda. I can't get fucking Faygo out here. Well, Amazon was the first thing that came up. Yeah. Yeah, dog. I'm going to pay $22 for 12 cans of diet Faygo grape. Get that shipped out. That's how I'm living. No, absolutely not. Sometimes Amazon will have, the energy drink stuff they actually seem to stock, and they it's Prime, and it's not super expensive, and but if you just want like regular sodas, Amazon's like, oh yeah, we got them. Yeah, click this button, we'll send them to you. And then you're like, who spent $75 to get a case of Fresca in here? One case. Who spent $75 on 12 cans of Fresca? The Target got Fresca. We could have gone down to Target and hooked up a Fresca. I guess, well, if I made a branded energy drink, what brand and flavor would it be? It would probably be an orange or a grape. I know that's not fancy, but I would probably go for a good orange or a grape kind of thing. It would be 14% alcohol, 300 milligrams of caffeine. And it would just have like me on the back of it giving a thumbs up, and then under it would say, this is the drink you're looking for. Drop a BO box and you'll send me some Faygo. So I do need to. That was the other thing I thought about doing today, but instead came home to eat this breakfast burrito. But I am going to set up a mail drop. There's been a handful of people that have been like, I would like to send you a little something, something. Like, I should set up a PO box for a couple of reasons, really. Or not a PO box, but like a mail drop, because it has to be able to accept shipping, FedEx and UPS, I mean. But yeah, no, I need to do that. That's I want to figure out where I want to get that. I need to figure out who's going to have the best service in terms of like, we will send you emails with photos of the stuff. Because like a bunch of business, there's a bunch of like business stuff I will send to that address as well. And all that sort of stuff. And yes, where it will be located, all of that sort of things. For sure. Yeah, hard Mountain Dew. I want to try hard Mountain Dew. I would love to try a hard Mountain Dew. I should have looked and seen if they had any at this gas station while I was there. Did it come out? I don't know if it's come out or not. But yeah, it not having any caffeine is really disappointing. Really disappointing. And I get why, because cops is why we can't have hard Mountain Dew that also has energy in it. Oh, so disappointing. Thank you to Here I Am 407 for continuing your subscription to the The freaking burrito zone. Hey, how's the noise gate sound? Just kind of the other thing. I was like, hey, I'm gonna get on online and just shoot the shit in a low stakes environment that is not the podcast or all that other stuff. Yeah, good. I ironed out the sound, the noise gate issue, but I wanted to make sure it was not overly aggressive. And I do hear it kind of taking a little bit to kick on sometimes because I can hear myself in my headphones. How's the room moisture? It's good. In fact, it's bone dry in here to the point where I'm dying. I'm dying. Og Trick, thank you. Hi. I feel like I have to finish this before I open the next drink, because if I don't, then I won't have any of this. If someone made a Jeff Gerstmann themed Mr. Do ROM hack, should it be called Mr. Jeff or Mr. I'm going to say Mr. Jeff. I think that rolls off the tongue a little bit better. That's what I would go with. Also, it's a little bit shorter, which might be easier to cram into the Mr. Do logo. Shoto Drag, you tried Flaming Hot recently and you regret it? Yeah, well, yeah. Seb Mall is a... You can sit there and talk about how you don't think Mr. Do is a very good game, but I remind you... You streamed, what, Sonic 2 and 3 last night? Yuck. Yuck. The depths that you will sink to. I mean, it's all in good, hey. Whatever gets the tapes out west. Whatever makes the tapes happen. I have money to commission a ROM hack to fix an old game. What game and why? I don't know. What if we... no, it wouldn't even fix it. I was going to say, just because of what we were talking about, what if someone remade Sonic 3 with the original Sonic sprite and like that, the Sonic 1 and 2 style of graphics? Did someone redo that? Someone must have done that already. It's already a thing? Great. At least for this. Well, it's got to be more than the sprite. The rest of the game has like a different look to it too. I'd rather probably a much harder project to redo the whole thing. Greggy boy, thank you for this. Hi, hello. This is almost gone, and that's good. No, I don't know. Okay, actually, you know what? If I had money to make a ROM hack happen, I would get someone to translate Sega Gaga into English once and for all, finally, for all to enjoy. I still want to play that game. Someone started a fan translation decades, like over a very long time ago now. And never integrated it, never finished it. Like it never existed in any form. Sega Gaga is a Dreamcast, I guess, RPG that is loosely / directly based on Sega, the history of Sega. Have I played Racing Lagoon yet? Not really, no. I've played the Japanese version, but I know there's a translation that I would like to try at some point. Oh, man. Turns out you chug a Mountain Dew and eat a breakfast burrito, you're going to get a little bit burpy. I just want to apologize. Ugh. Hanging out here in the morning, 821 beats. I'm never going to get another one of these ever again. Yuck. Ah, ugh. It's no good. It's no good. And I'm going to say, we could. Where is that? Where did that go?
Ooh, Sayao, LL.
We'll never find the clip of him saying it's no good.
It counts. It's good. He makes it. It is answered. Puts out the fire. Lucky bounce. Oh, he gets the kind bounce. Off the glass. Serves up a facial. Get that out of here. Denied. Not in my house.
Mountain Dew Flamin Hot? Not in my house.
Rejected. Serve it up. How did that taste? Get that
Like
weak
shit.
stuff out of here.
Get this weak stuff out of here.
Give me that. That stings. Big mistake.
Going to leave bite marks in your back.
That's
all the Marv
gotta
Albert
hurt.
clips.
Ouch. Bad shot. I smell smoke. He's unstoppable. Grabs the rebound. Way above the rim. Offensive board. Sit down. Knocks it loose. Head fake. What a pick. No good. Alley-oop.
Alley-oop, 2.
Pass two. Hutcherson. Gifford. Skinner. Peters. Ross. Moore. Hebdon. Gaines. Buffington. Bennett. McMullen. Fun. Boyle. Whittington. House. Callahan. Pardyke. Greenberg. Dancy. Morrell. Chaos. Stryker. Humungus. Clouseau. Air Dog. Ice Princess. Sayao. Elway. Albert. Gingrich. Samoa. Swopes. Lobo. Blazejowski. Lanier. Airneck. Gervin. Mecklenburg. Mr. Happy. Ooh, Mr. Unhappy. Feet Under. Pirate Bill. Clown. Rowberry. The Brain. Yours truly. Howie. Jung.
Huh?
Matumbo. Welcome to NBA Jam Extreme. King lays it up, has left the building. Magic Hair, Maxwell, Minor, Murdoch, Newt, no way. Nothing but net, overtime, Peary, Person, picked off, Pinkney, Pistol, playoffs. Get ready for the NBA. Reed, 1 minute left.
Get ready
30
for the
seconds.
NBA.
From three-point land, Sequoia, Shamrock, Shootout, Spanked, Spencer, Sprite Boy, stole the ball, strips the ball, strong move. Tonight's game is in the lane for 2. And here's the tip-off versus Weasel, Webb. What hang time? Did he eat his Wheaties? Yours truly, a Gary, Cowboy, Dautel, Daly, Diamond Dave, Hacker, Kralian, Mandel, Metos, Paris, Perry, Pinhead, Hugh,
okay.
Stinger,
Yep.
the Tin Man, Y, Zamak,
ZZ Trout.
ZZ Trout. I like that that there were some characters. So that's a track off the disc for NBA Jam Extreme for the Saturn. A lot of games of that era just had Red Book audio, and I can't imagine NBA Jam Extreme is a shitty game. It is garbage. I'll play it. Maybe I'll. No, I'm not. Anyway. But, games would have Red Book audio on the disc, and that's just a track. You put that CD into a CD player, and it'll, and then that's just one whole track is just that. So I imagine it'll just seek to where it needs to say it, and then load it into memory. I don't know how it works, because if it was seeking with the CD-ROM drive, that would, the seek times would make that really bad commentary. Okay. So I bought another drink that I'll probably drink when we're streaming for real tomorrow and not just hanging out like we are now. Hi everybody. If you're just joining us, I ate a breakfast burrito and it sucks. And then I ate a Mountain Dew Flamin Hot and it was not very good. And now I'm washing all that down with a can of Ghost. Someone during the podcast. No, someone on the stream yesterday recommended Ghost. I've had a Ghost before, but not this flavor. Sour Patch Red Berry. I don't like sour things, I guess I should say, going in. Oh, it's not very sour. It's a little bit sour. What day is the podcast? The podcast is Tuesdays. 10 in the morning, Pacific time, is when we're in here doing a podcast. Hello to It's RFS for coming back around. This is not bad. I drank a Ghost. I had to stop. I was driving into LA for a meeting. Months ago now. Talking to someone about a potential job, and got one of these on my way in, and I was like, "Hey, that was all right," and it kind of like it got me going a little bit. The way a new energy drink might. Like, this is a slightly different formulation, and we gotta drive the car. This is not bad. This is not bad. You could drink this. In fact, I am drinking this. This has 5 calories. Have you ever tried slamming caffeine pills? I have not. I have not done that. The closest I came to that when Red Bull first came out. Well, I've got two situations where I did something that, not maybe caffeine pill adjacent, I guess I would say. When Red Bull first came out, they talked up the presence of taurine in it. And you're like, well, yeah, I mean, I drink caffeine all the time and it doesn't make me feel like this. So it's got to be something else. It's got to be this taurine. It's got to be something like that. And so I was in a supplement store. Don't ask me why or nothing. And I saw they had taurine. And I was like, well, shit, man, if taurine is the stuff in Red Bull, what if we just got it and took taurine pills? Or I think it was a powder. No, I think it was a pill. And so I took a couple of taurine pills and it didn't do anything at all. And I threw them away. The other time was, of course, have I tried powdered pre-workout? I'm not looking to. I don't need it that bad. Like, these Zoas I've been drinking have been 160 milligrams of caffeine, and they have not cracked me out at all. And I am not. Have I ever taken a Fedra? Yes, I have. Yes, as someone who had a lot of spare time on his hands when ephedra was still legal. I had a roommate who bought deep into ephedra and had a whole lot of it around all the time. And I took it once and went like, this sucks. This is bad. I don't want to do this. And he lost a bunch of weight, gained it all back later. And he's no longer with us. Not necessarily related to that, but it's like, have you ever considered crystal meth, my friend? My brother in Christ, have you ever considered smoking ice? No, I have not. No, but you know, the C4 and Bang and stuff like that, like those are energy drinks with roots in pre-workout. And so it is a lot of that same stuff. And yeah, I think you kind of have to, you just have to be careful with that. I had a roommate and she, you know, so remember when Stacker 2 was still around? Like that was the big crackdown. Like everyone talks about Four Loko and we talk about Sparks and our fond memories of Four Loko back before the government stepped in. But that was around the same time that the government stepped in and said like, hey, fucking all this ephedrine has to go. Like that baseball player died. There was that baseball player that passed away and then he had been taking ephedrine and that was around the time that they were banning that stuff. And then Stacker 2, I think, had to reformulate as well because it had all that same stuff in it. I had a roommate. She was not my roommate anymore at the time, but we lived together for a while. And then she went off to school somewhere else and then came back around. And I'm thinking of the right way to tell this story. We went out and had some drinks, and she took some Stacker 2 and also had some drinks. And that's the only time I've ever seen someone do that thing. When they talked about why they had to ban Four Loko, when they're like, we've got to ban Four Loko because it is destroying kids' lives. They are getting like blackout drunk, but the caffeine is keeping them alert, and they're getting into all sorts of hijinks, and they're just like out of fucking control. She was, you know, she was just taking Stacker 2 for the reasons you actually take Stacker 2, not in a like, yeah, let's take some Stacker 2 and have some drinks. Like she was not chasing that, but she took some Stacker 2, and then we drove to San Francisco to see like another one of our roommates' boyfriend's brother's band. I forget what it was. And then like by the time we got back home, Stacker 2 is a diet pill kind of thing, some Jesse Spano type shit. And yeah, it was, you know, some gas station diet pill, but like they got big. Like they were sponsors for wrestling for a while. They were sponsoring WWF, WWE stuff there for a while. And so Stacker 2 was everywhere. Everyone, like Stacker 2 made an energy drink, and for a little while that was, I think, sold under the guise of it being like a diet thing. I don't think they sold one with alcohol in it, but there was that period there where like pre-Four Loko, post Sparks, there were a billion drinks in between that were like, hey, we've got energy drinks with alcohol in them. Like Mickey's made one. There was a bunch of, there were a bunch. Anyway, Stacker 2 was big around that same time. And yeah, at some point she ran out into the driveway, and like people were having a party. So the place we were living in was in the middle of a big field. And we had our house, and there was another smaller house behind it, and there was some kind of business, and they were all kind of there in the same, it was the same technical street address, which is why we got raided by the cops that one time. Because it was all the same street address. Anyway, the people across from us would have parties and stuff, and they would have big parties in the field, and they were basically holding raves in the field. And they would play music all night, and I was like, whatever, that's fine. I don't give a shit. That's cool. Do your thing. I didn't go to them or anything, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think they were growing. I think they had a grow operation somewhere back there because the power bill was so out of control. But anyway, they were having a big old party, and she was not interested in them having this party. And at one point, she literally took her shoes off and threw them at a car that was driving into the driveway. It was a dirt road that went up to all the different, the three different things that were part of that same street. And she was just like, "Get the fuck out!" Like, it was just like, man, she's out of control. We need to. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. We need to get her back in. Like she was like, just not there anymore. You know what I mean? And that shit was scary. I mean, she was fine. You know, she was fine the next day. Like whatever. You know, it wasn't. No one got hurt. Nothing too untoward happened. Anything like that. She woke up and you know it was like it was whatever. But it was one of the first times that I had seen someone be that way, where they were just completely absent, but were still 100% ready to fight you and like have conversations and like all this other like they were like everything was still turned on, but like the business was closed. Man, there was nothing. Yeah, it like seeing it, you're like, that's okay, because then you're like, okay, we need to keep this person safe, and they don't think that there's anything untoward happening, so our goal to get them to come back inside and hang out and chill is not gonna be well received. And yeah, so there was definitely yeah, I mean I only saw that a couple of times. I saw it once with now that I think about it, I think it was straight up ephedrine. Like it was another friend. He had some drinks and had some ephedrine, and then he like jokingly said, "I'm gonna clean your bathroom like a meth fiend," and I was like, "Cool, man, do it, awesome." And he cleaned the bathroom really well, and then passed the fuck out. That bathroom was clean. That bathroom needed to be cleaned. So good on him to for helping us out there. But yeah, I don't know. So when I think about, you know, as much as I joke about like, oh, they took Four Loko from us, they, you know, all this other stuff. Like when you think about the wide ranges of responses that human bodies have to the stimulant, depressant, the you know what, the white trash speedball, whatever you want, you know, whatever you want to call it, it's not worth it. I can say that now as an adult. I can say that now as a father of two, several years removed from that shit, about like, yeah, you know, for as much as I was unhappy when they did that, I suppose that now that I'm thinking back on it, the actual right move here is to not let people get their hands on this stuff so easily, especially all the ephedrine stuff. Like that stuff just seems super bad for people. Super bad. Anyway. Yeah. See, now I've drinking half of it down. Now we fill it back up with vodka. Yep, mini thins. We had to drive from LA to San Francisco. And the friend of ours that was driving, we had to take multiple cars, rather. And I was in the car with the person who came with us to sell merch, like to work the t-shirt counter and stuff like that. And she, yeah, we ended up taking mini thins and had it, you know, it was a whole thing. It's all bad. That stuff's all, I don't know. That stuff's all, scary shit. But sometimes you got to make that trucker ass fucking, sometimes you got to get white line fever, baby. Sometimes you got to fucking get to Flagstaff. Sometimes you get, you know, you got this truckload of fucking Coors. You got to get it. You're in Texarkana. All right, follow me here. But no, yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I've been around a lot of bad stuff and mostly stayed away from the bad stuff, but I've seen a lot of people do a lot of bad stuff and sometimes hide it, sometimes not. I don't know. Yeah, I had some friends who decided one summer that they were going to try cocaine. And by try cocaine, I mean do cocaine on a regular basis. And it was just like, I don't want to be a part of this. And they knew that. So they tried to hide it from me. But it's like, I'm standing in this kitchen with you at 3 a.m. and I'm a part of this conversation, and I'm watching you be the way you are. Like, I'm not an idiot. You are not fooling anyone, friend. Like, yeah, man, really? No, yeah. It's like, dog, it's 3 a.m. Don't. And I'm not the cops. I don't care. Like, I don't. I care more about people smoking weed than I do about any of that other stuff, specifically because the smell of weed, I don't like it. I don't like to smell it. I don't like to be around it. I mean, I don't like to be around people who are methed up and like punching their engine block in the middle of the street. I was hanging out in a bar one, I don't know, it was like some Tuesday night or something, you know, not a weekend night. A friend of mine was a bartender, and I was hanging out in her bar, or in the bar that she worked at. This is the bar featured in that Halo 3 video that we made years ago. And outside, a beat up pickup truck pulls up and seems to be just like broken down, like not moving anymore. It's across the street from the bar, but you can look out the front door of the bar and you can see this happening. And so I'm sitting in the bar looking out the front door. I'm the only like patron in there. And this guy gets out of the truck, pops the hood on the truck, starts like looking under the hood, and I'm looking out there going, oh, what's up with this guy? There's something about this guy looks off. He seems agitated, and I get it. You're angry that your truck broke down, but something about this seems like a little bit more than that. And he literally starts like trying to punch the engine on this pickup truck, and he's just like yelling, swear, just he's like Street Fighter 2 bonus rounding this fucking truck. And then he takes off running. And at that, somewhere in the middle of that, you realize like, oh, got it. I see what's happening here. I get it. This guy. Cops showed up later. I don't remember if we called the cops or somebody else. I don't know. You know, it's like 10 o'clock at night or something downtown. There's like no one there. And the cops show up and they just find this pickup truck with the hood up, and they're like, well, I don't know. Guy's gone. Like the guy split to go do something. I don't know what the hell. You think cigarette smell is worse than weed smell? It probably is. My dad smoked for a lot of years, and so I was just around cigarette smoke a lot more often, and as much as I don't like it, and never did like it, it's something that I think I got used to. I'm way less used to it now. But like the smell of weed, like I think the first time I ever smelled anyone smoking weed, I damn near threw up from the smell of it. It was just like, ugh, oh god, like I just thought it was just awful, awful. Cigars too. Cigars, yuck, gross, yuck. We would get skunks in the summertime, and I never understood for the longest time. As someone who's not, I'm not around weed. I don't want to partake, as it were. When people talk about it being skunk, all that stuff, I'm like, yeah, no, because it stinks. I get it. No, weed smells like shit. I get it. It smells. I was like, but then we would have skunks come around the neighborhood, and I'd be like, oh, huh, like there's a similarity there, isn't there? And someone, it's like clockwork. Whenever you say, I don't have interest in weed, I don't have interest in smoking weed, I don't have any, there's always someone, and Robotroll Call 69, it's your turn to show up and say, what about edibles? No, I'm not, it's just not that interesting to me. I don't know. I don't see what, I don't need to be a part of it. It's just, I've made it this far. I just don't I don't know. Yes, why not get high on our Lord and Savior? Sure, why not? I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, what if edibles are just like, check it out, man, it's got weed in it. Isn't it just going to smell and taste like weed too? Because like, it's not just the smoke of the smoke, it is the smell of like, someone opened a bag of weed in here. Like that too. Like I don't want any part of that. If you completely separated it from the smell, every single thing about the flavor, all that sort of stuff, which I know they can do now, or they can sort of do. Like I don't know. Like I just don't. That's not a. I don't know. I've been around a lot of people that have smoked a lot of weed, and it's never been something that I found appealing. That's not me saying like they've got to, like, I absolutely think it should be legalized nationwide. I don't think, see, now boofing ketamine, I mean, of course, that we can all get in, we can all get behind. Like, let's get in a K-hole right now. No, come on, no. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not something that I've found interesting and or found that I needed to be a part of ever. And so I just never did. I don't know. That's not, again, like, I'm not trying to like look down my nose at stoners or whatever, though at times there have definitely been people that get high a lot that I have looked down on because of just how fucking stupid they are sometimes. But yeah, I've obviously told enough stories about me drinking that, like, yeah, hey, and I don't drink very often anymore because I don't really have a good reason to. I don't know. Yeah, you don't. Yes, it's true. Angry drunks, yes. Angry potheads, not so much. But pushy potheads that are just like they just, all they want to tell you about is like, you're just not finding the right strain, bro. And when I was like, weed culture, like, is whatever now, right? I mean, especially here in California, it's just legal. So the idea that there's weed culture at all, I think at some point, like, what do because that used to be like black light posters and fucking lava lamps, and in the 90s. In the 90s, I went to a lot of 70s parties. And so that meant a lot of disco balls and black light posters and all the other dog shit, dumb stuff you could buy at Spencer's Gifts. And people smoking a lot of weed all the time and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I don't, I don't know. Yeah, I would say craft beer culture and weed culture are practically the same thing, because it's all people talking about different strains and different styles and different this and different that, and if you get this and it's like this and it's extra hoppy, bro, and like all it's just so juicy, like all that stuff. So I just like, fucking what? Like, get into stuff, like, whatever. People get into, like, whatever. I'm into stuff. Look at me. I'm surrounded by stuff. I love this stuff. I'm into breakfast burrito culture. I'm into energy drink culture. I like having deep conversations about energy drinks and what they do to me. So everyone's just into their fucking shit, right? I mean, whatever. Anime. It's all the same. Jason 187. It's all the same. But yeah, the weed culture used to be very different because when I was a kid, because it wasn't people talking about strains, and now it's some, over the last, when did Half Baked come out? I feel like was that the moment when the culture of weed strains broke mainstream? Like, was that when people started talking more and more about specific types of weed or whatever? Because I feel like in the 90s, it was just like people had weed or they did not have weed, and the weed was either good or bad, and that was about it. And you didn't have to hear about, this one's going to give you like a body high, and if you want to get some stuff done, man, you got to, like, get something this or yes, but I don't know. At the same time, I think Cheech and Chong is really funny. Yeah, I guess, yes, you're right. Acapulco Gold, Michoacan, all that stuff, all the Cheech and Chong tie stick, all that stuff of the 70s. I suppose that, yes, if people that were into it were into it. But I suppose the kids I knew in high school that had the worst metal band I've ever heard, who also liked to smoke weed, were maybe not trafficking in the good stuff. I don't know. Kilonin, one or the other. Hi. Can you vape energy drinks? Is that the real e-liquid? I'm going to guess, well, if you want to rank things on a list of of things I've done that are dumb, I vaped alcohol once. And that was stupid. Was it fun? No. Did my head feel weird for a minute? Yes. My roommate bought it. It was a ball that looked like something you would smoke. Anyway, it was a ball, and it had a stem coming off it. The stem broke off, and so it was just a ball with a whole hole in it. And you would put it under a candle, and you would put vodka in it, and we got straws, and then just tried to drink it. I did that once, and my lungs burned, and then I felt like weird. Yeah, it did look a lot like a crack pipe. It looked an awful lot like a crack pipe. He bought it from some website. They were like, get it and vape some alcohol. Like, I remember us looking at it going like, we should try that out. We're fucking stupid. And it was shitty. It was a bad time. Don't do it. That's my advice. It's a bad time. Don't do it. If you want your lungs to feel bad, and then also you feel like, oh, it's like my head. Wow, that's cool. It's like I've got a hangover without having to drink first. That's awesome. What a cool idea this is. Yeah, it was a bummer. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. People are into what they're into. And if they are not hurting anyone else or forcibly imposing their will upon anyone else, then, I can only be so angry at it, right? Do your thing. I love that weed is legal for a couple of reasons. One, because it's weed, whatever. If we're gonna live in a culture where alcohol is legal, weed should be legal too. But also, I think there was a part of me that was hoping that as it got legalized, it would be less special. People would talk about it less. The whole notion, the whole way that people talk a lot about drinking before they're 21. And then they hit 21 and they're like, oh, whatever. All right. At least that would be the hope. I don't think that actually worked out either. But it's just like, okay, yeah. Oh, you got weed? Wow, cool. There are apps for that now. Just you can download an app on your phone and people will bring weed to your house. Like, we don't need to talk about it. Just get it and do it. And I don't care. You don't have to make it a part of your core identity. Just you smoke weed? Whoa, that's crazy. Whoa, that's crazy, bro. Like it doesn't, yeah, I don't know. But it didn't work out quite that way. But also, I find the culture around it, I just find so hilarious sometimes. The same as the vape culture and people building their vape rigs and sub-ohming and just all the super dumb stuff that comes with cloud chasing and all of that. And I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there that feel that way about people that are way into video games, right? They're just like, I don't want to hear people talk about all these video games and all this other stuff. Thanks to Topher Jenks for subscribing. You don't really hear about crazy vape rigs anymore. Is it because Vapor's TV shut down? Is it because jewels are illegal? I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like you don't hear about people walking around with fucking Star Trek phasers taking fucking rips off them anymore. Gigantic fucking lightsabers that they're just like sucking juice out of. Yeah, I know the crackdown on the advertising and all that other stuff. I'm sure that's a huge deal on that. Vaping never seemed like a safe thing. My roommate who smoked started vaping instead. And I don't know if he went back to just smoking. For a while, he was doing both. He's like, well, sometimes I'm inside. Like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. The couch in the house smelled like his vape juice after a while. So that was cool. I eventually cleaned it and that went away and it wasn't a problem. And the couch had seen better days anyway. So we eventually donated. What flavor? He had a Red Bull-esque flavor that I don't think had any kind of energy in it. But he and I were on a similar energy drink train for sure. Of drinking Four Loko and making music. But yeah, I don't know. There was, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There was a magic window there for vape rigs and for people talking about building vape rigs the same way some people talk about building PCs or, you know, bongs or whatever. And was that the same roommate who spray tanned in my bathroom? No, the spray tanning in my bathroom one was he was the one who got all the ephedrine. I'm gonna test this out. We're probably gonna do this for real another day. But I did get the USB-C dock for my Steam Deck, my deck dock. And well, I don't know. I thought maybe I could hook it up for a little bit here. How long have I been live? Hi, hey, what's going on? What the fuck are we doing? I just thought I would eat a burrito. And here we are. I was going to return emails and stuff while we were here and just kind of hang out, but you know, shit happens. An hour 15. Okay. All right. I'm going to open my email here and look at it real quick. New trailer for The Lord of the Rings Gollum reveals first gameplay at Nacon Connect. Dateline, Hamburg, Germany, July 7th. Daedalic's take on one of the most iconic characters in fantasy history arrives on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X on September 1st. The Nintendo Switch version is planned for later this year. Gollum is perhaps the most maligned and misunderstood creature in all of Middle-earth, cursed with dueling personalities and a constant compulsion to find his preciousness. The Lord of the Rings Gollum takes players on an exceptional journey, sharing a perspective unique to Gollum. Whether creeping through the tall grass or swimming in rivers, Gollum must adapt and move in the shadows if he is to evade enemies during his adventure. From the mountains of Mordor to the mines of Moria, and passing through Mirkwood Forest, players will explore a variety of diverse environments and experience an enthralling narrative adventure. It's based on the Lord of the Rings trilogy of books. Weird. Who could have guessed? Okay, well, my email address is getting out there, baby. I'm getting more and more press releases. Indie Darling, Wayward Strand has a new release date. Okay. Fingees, I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, announced for Nintendo Switch. Okay. Okie doke. Oh, cool. Here we go. All right. Good, 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 good. I can't do anything with this just yet, but next week we'll take a look at Capcom Arcade Second Stadium. On account of I've got codes for it here. Good, good. PC review and streaming code for Capcom Arcade Second Stadium, launching on Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Steam July 22nd. Okay, yeah. Cool, we'll take a look at that. That first one, the first Capcom Arcade Collection thing, and by first I mean the one they did previously, because obviously they've done dozens of them over the years. Seemed okay. Cool. And then Klonoa is out today too, right? Is it out yet? Doesn't look like it. Unlocks in approximately 2 hours. Well, we'll have to check that out some other time. I wonder if that'll work on Steam Deck. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I guess I could play original actual Klonoa and Klonoa 2 on a Steam Deck. Now that I think about it. We could do that right now. Let me hook this up for a sec. And just see how it streams. Because it's I think it is technically running at 1080, which is not the native resolution of the screen on the Steam Deck. So I wonder if games will run worse when I am capturing them because it is coming out at a higher resolution than the Steam Deck screen. I'm not sure how that works. I assume it works like a PC. Also, I have not found a way, and again, I just got this, so I haven't spent any time looking at it, really. I have not found a way to simultaneously get picture on the Steam Deck screen and on the capture device. So the Steam Deck blacks out when I hook this all up. Okay, I've got to plug all this in. Okay. Now I'm going to push that. Oh. There we go. But I can't play in that window, so I have it all hooked up to wire to go out to this. Oh, but I can't do that yet because the audio is now going through. Hang on. This is not coming out of the other display the way it's supposed to. And it seems choppy. Well, I wonder what's different. Oh, my monitor just straight up turned off. Why did it do that? HDMI, no signal. That's not true. Why is that doing that? Well, okay, well, I'm going to switch this input over. And then I'm going to unplug this and plug it back in. And see if that helps it all to pick up what it needs to pick up. I had this all working yesterday for like 5 minutes. I was playing some Neon White. But now this monitor is not getting the pass-through. That cable looks like it's still hooked up. Well, shit. I guess we're not going to do this. At least not today. Wow, yeah, that's running bad. Wonder why that's doing that. The ultimate test. Have I messed with the desktop environment much? Not a ton. I've messed with it enough to install some stuff and, you know, have it basically, you know, it works. I've not had a need to get into it super deep. But yeah, I don't know why this isn't... There's a buzz when I speak now? Well, that's weird too. No buzz. Buzz, no buzz. No buzz. Let's just get into a nice, fast game and see how it works. Yeah, so also I am not hearing the game audio. It's relatively low. I have it turned about halfway down, so you're not going to hear it super loud, hopefully. But I can turn it up. This game runs smoother on the Steam Deck screen, I will say, than it is running for you right now. And also, I am playing in the OBS window. So I don't know what's going on here. That's weird because it was not working like it was working better yesterday. I hooked it up for just like 10 minutes, ran some Neon White, loaded up Afterburner Climax, and it seemed okay. But this seems weird by comparison, and I don't quite know why. Because it's all hooked up the same way. I guess I wasn't running through OBS, I was just running it through the capture card software. But that shouldn't make a meaningful difference, especially for the video pass-through back out to the HDMI on my monitor here. Maybe one of these days I'll walk through the setup so that you can understand what the hell I'm talking about when I say stuff like that. But I have my capture card. So basically, like my main monitor here has two inputs, DisplayPort and HDMI. DisplayPort is where the PC comes in. And then HDMI, I plug the out on the capture card into that. So that if I ever want like zero latency monitoring of the capture card output, I can get it that way. I don't need that very often because I have an HDMI splitter on the other side of the capture card. That when I'm capturing consoles or the Mister or something like that, it all goes through that. And so that splits out to my TV before it gets to the capture card. And so I can play on the TV just fine. But in this case, I just yanked that cable out and plugged the Steam Deck in direct instead of going through that splitter. Yeah, this is not running well. This is not looking great, and it does look better. That's weird. I don't get it. I don't know why that's the case, but anyway, the Steam Deck is cool. You can do a lot of crazy shit with it. No, it shouldn't be trying to default to 4K. This is a 4K capture card, but well, I don't know. I'll load up the capture. I will load up the capture card software because when I had that running yesterday, it was like, nah, this is 1080. Oh, yep, that's exactly what's happening. For whatever reason, this is running at 2160p 24. 24 frames per second, baby. I don't understand why. Yesterday, it was just doing straight 1080, 60. What the fuck? Yeah, the cinematic version of Afterburner Climax that you've been waiting for. There are not amazing video settings on the Steam Deck that I have found yet. For like forcing a resolution. But yeah, the display settings are really just about like night mode and that sort of stuff. I maybe have to go into desktop mode if I really want to have better control over this. And then I need to fix something because I think I'm going to crash my Steam Deck here if you want to watch that. When I hit the other button that brings out, okay, no, this does work, but there's nothing over here that I can set. But if I go down to this plugins menu, one of the things that I installed alongside EmuDeck is a plugin that is supposed to, I guess, turn off multi-core because for better single core rendering for when you're running some of these emulators, it's a toggle you can set. Okay, all right, it didn't crash. But sometimes when I hit this button, it just straight up crashes the Steam Deck. And I pushed right to go over to this Power Tools thing, and now the Steam Deck has locked up. So I need to maybe uninstall EmuDeck completely and then reinstall it and then not do this plugin. Because half the time when I hit the ... button on the right side of the Steam Deck, it doesn't even bring this menu out. It just crashes. So we have frozen the Steam Deck. Such is life. I know it's touch only. I know it is touch only, but there's no. Oh well, can I? Will that actually still? Okay. I thought it was touch only after you booted it, after you got into the Power Tools menu. So can I? Well, the larger question is like, oh wait. I didn't want to do that. Was that set to 8 before? Oh geez. Okay. Well, that's good that that's not a hard crash, that there is but like sometimes it doesn't even bring out this right side menu. It just straight up, like the bottom frame will appear where it says Steam menu and select and back. And it just kind of screws me over. But maybe there is a way out of that. Okay, so now that I've done that, okay, now I can. Okay, well, that's good that there's a way back from that. Thank you, everyone. Okay, I saw the thing saying Power Tools is touch only, but I thought that meant that like I would select Power Tools from that menu, and then once I did that, it would launch an interface for Power Tools that was a touch only interface. Yeah, that's a good shot point. You're exactly right. There's just enough jank in the Steam Deck to make it interesting. Thanks to Monday for raiding up. Hi. I don't know what we're doing. This Steam Deck is coming in at 4K, and that's not ideal. So I need to figure out a way to force it to output. I guess I would force it to output 720 because that's closest to the native. Like, so I want to capture something that is at least representative of the true Steam Deck experience. You know what I mean? And so that means I don't want to run it at 4K, 24 frames per second. I want to run it at something close to the Steam Deck's resolution of like, what is it, 1200 by 800? So I guess that'd be 720p-ish. Yeah, the games, obviously, with it being a computer, the games will run at whatever resolution you tell it to run at. So maybe that is a case where if I launched into something like a neon white, it would launch to that resolution. I guess it's a computer. I guess, right, it's a computer. That's the you have to try to remember that whenever you have an issue with it. You usually have to go like, oh, right, it's a computer. What would I do if this was a computer? How would I fix this if I were trying to fix it on a computer? Not, my Switch is doing weird stuff. You know, like, yeah, no, it's a computer. So I will spend some more time with that. And figure that out. Well, what else is going on? Please pick a valid output device. Man, at some point my OBS audio settings got tossed again yesterday, and it just like completely had to be reset, and now I'm finding that Fubar has forgotten its audio device as well.
Stop the airship bomb!
Am I still playing Dragon's Dogma? Yes. I guess I'm going to keep playing Dragon's Dogma on the internet. Probably not tomorrow. Well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow is supposed to be the start of the Rumbleverse tech test. The final one before their launch. And I need to... You can pre-download that now. The hope is... And I will double check on this, but I believe we will be able to maybe do some custom lobby type stuff with that. I'm not 100% positive on that. I got to double check. But if we can, then I figure why don't we get together and we'll maybe we'll do some custom lobby business with that. If that ends up working out. Otherwise, yeah, we'll play some Rumbleverse and see where it goes. If we end up playing just Rumbleverse the entire time, but then so be it. If not, then maybe I'll get a little Dragon's Dogma in on the side or whatever. But yeah, it's on the Epic Game Store. It's also on consoles, so you can download it on, the last couple of PlayStations and the last couple of Xboxes. I believe it is on those. If you want to do it up, and yeah, so. Hopefully we'll do that. I don't know. Yeah, I got a text asking about that, and I said hell yeah, but I need to just follow up and make sure that'll be the case. So I don't want to. But yeah, that's the loose plan. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll do some Rumbleverse. That's when let me double check. That's when they're starting their thing, right? That's when they're going to open up the servers. Because you can pre-download it now, but. I'm going to go to rumbleverse.com and we can look. Friday, July 8th, 12 p.m. CST. That's... How many beats is that? I believe that's 10 a.m. I believe that's when we're going to start, so yeah, I don't know. It's a cross-platform test, so that's, and I was gonna stream at 10 a.m. tomorrow, anyways. So that all lines up perfectly. And I'm reading over their blog here. Yeah, you can download it, consoles and PC via that Epic Store. And you'll get a vest. for playing in this tech test, I suppose. What platform was that Afterburner Climax? That's PlayStation 3.
Be careful! Over there!
The tourists are making away with the bomb in the subway.
Okay.
Okay.
Move out!
All right. We can clear out Virtual Cop. It's, I'm probably going to go in a little bit here, but let's see if we can find any more good Redbook Audio Saturn games. Where do I keep those? F drive. Let's look at that. This ghost, this Sour Patch Red Berry Ghost is all right. Go to desktop mode, attach display through USB-C. Go to settings, set resolution on external display to 1080p. Apply, close the settings app, reopen the settings app, and oh boy. I'm mainly looking for something pretty specific. I'm mainly looking for Saturn games that have like warning tracks on them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is not an audio CD. This is NBA Action 98.
Enjoy your gaming.
Ooh. A stream of me building the Lego Bowser. I'm not much of a Lego builder person. I don't have shelf space for that stuff. It's just not really my thing. Thanks to Seraphs for subscribing. Joining the team, the posse. And of course, yeah, hey, we're on Patreon. You want to get in deeper, baby. You head over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann and sign up over there. Usually think of M.C says usually think of Castlevania when looking for not a music CD notice. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a classic. I wonder if the Saturn version of Symphony of the Night.
このディスクはセガサターン用の CD ロムディスクだ。1曲目にコンピューター用データが入っているんだが、再生しないでくれ。このセリフを聞いてるようなやつに何を言っても無駄だとは思うがな。
あ？ There's the one track that is like has weird hellish shredding on it. Was that on NBA Live 98 that had
Warning.
Yeah.
This disc is for use with a Sega CD system only. This disc contains CD-ROM data and is not for audio use. Please press stop on your disc player now.
I will not.
This disc contains CD-ROM data that may damage your audio system. Please stop playing this disc immediately.
Enjoy your gaming.
That one's a classic. Someone said police knots. Oh, right. I gotta drag the Q file in directly, not just the directory.
これはセガサターンと互換ゲーム機用の CD です。ゲーム機用のデータが入っていますので、再生しないでください。
エド、これだ。これが CD ロムに違いない。やっぱりそうだ。ケースの表面のこれ、ポリスノーツだろ。なんとそれは思いつかんかった。
So that's disc 1.
これはセガサターンと互換ゲーム機用の CD です。ゲーム機用のデータが入っていますので、再生しないでください。
エド、これだ。
Yeah, looks like this.
これが CD ロムに違いない。やっぱりそうだ。ケースの表面のこれ、ポリスノーツだろ。なんとそれは思いつかんかった。
That's a good saxophone sound. And then we just listen to the music from Primal Rage. Oh, it even has them. I love it when you find little weird like hacks and workarounds that developers used to get their audio right on games of this era, where they've just got, instead of putting fight or rage in this case as an in-game sound sample, it's just on the disc as Redbook audio. You know? Rage. Are these all gonna? Rage. Yep. Rage. Skipping around through some of these tracks. I'm always looking at the shorter ones, wondering if because maybe those will be sound effects or something insane. Race Driving. I don't think I knew that Race Driving came out on the Saturn. This just sounds like someone held a fucking microphone up to the arcade cabinet. Like didn't even get a clean. This sounds like shit. Listen to this. It sounds like someone's holding a mic up to an arcade cabinet. What else we got? Yeah, they all sound like that. Of course they did. Thank you, The Real Ports, for signing up. Here is Real Sound, Kaze no Regret, Disc 1. It only has one audio track on it, so hopefully it'll be a warning.
これはセガサターン用のゲームディスクです。1トラック目にゲームのデータが入っていますので、再生しないでください。
Okay. I will do as you said, nice lady.
Operation Exploitation underway. Proceed to objective Club X.
Wake up! The revolution has begun!
The revolution has begun!
Is in effect!
Generation X is in effect. Oh,
Tear down the wall!
If you're watching this, then they've taken over.
Oh no.
Stop the New Order bus!
These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food.
They're putting chemicals in
Looks
all
like
our
you made
food.
It.
That's the
Where
best.
you go from here is up to you.
That's the best line in all of
Destroy
Revolution X.
Chemitech. It's a front for the New Order.
And now
these guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food. These guys are maggots. They're putting chemicals in all our food.
Looks like you made it. Where you go from here is up to you.
Destroy Chemitech. It's a front for the new order.
All right. Well, great. What else? These Saturn Bombermans. It's fun going back and listening to some of this stuff like removed from the game because like I just
Saturn Bomberman.
Oh, Saturn Bomberman. It's not High 10 Bomberman, unfortunately. What else? Okay. Oh, there's also these demo discs. I wonder what are these going to even have?
これはセガサターン用のゲームディスクです。1トラック目にゲームのデータが入っていますので。
Yeah, but you're lying. There's way more tracks on here. See? You've got that on here twice. Thanks to CJ Fant and Angry Mob of Steve. I was like, Angry Mobo Fastino. I imagine with this being a demo disc that a lot of this is just music from a variety of Saturn games. So one of these I loaded up and it had like a full-on ass interview in Japanese on it. I when I was doing this the other night, just hanging out. All right, this is the Sega Saturn Photo CD operator.
これはセガサターンと互換ゲーム機用の CD です。ゲーム機用のデータが入っていますので再生しないでください。
これはセガサターン用のゲーム
Sega Saturn Internet Volume 1.
1トラック目にゲームのデータが入っていますので再生しないでください。
And then yeah, some Dreamcast games have this as well. In fact, there's Dreamcast games that have there are Dreamcast games that say like please take this Saturn disc out because they didn't bother to record a fucking new one. These some pretty fucking ripping tunes. Yes. Why would the... So I've got a dump of the Sega Saturn boot disc, which is a disc that they would give out to press and people like that. There were two of them. There was a first-party disc and a third-party disc. And to play pre-release games on a Saturn, you would put in the appropriate disc, a black disc or a red disc, and then it would just spin up and do kind of nothing. And then you would pop it open, take that disc out, put in the disc of the game you were reviewing or previewing, whatever, and then close it up and it would boot. And then over the years, some of them fell into different people's hands. I have a third-party disc, an official and actual one around here somewhere. But this is a dump of one of those system discs, and it looks like it might... Yeah, it's got a bunch of audio tracks on it. Why would it have Well, we're going to see what this does. It might not, maybe that's just part of how the discs were built. Because you couldn't just, yeah, there's nothing on here. But I bet there's something native to how, like, I bet all these empty 4-second audio tracks are probably somehow key to how the boot disc works or something. I don't know. Yeah, I only have one of them. I don't have a full set of the boot discs, which is whatever. At this point, I also don't have any pre-release Saturn discs to boot with them, so it doesn't really matter. But But yeah, I don't know. It was cool that thing existed. That's how we reviewed Saturn games back in the day. Is Sega would give you a set of the boot discs, and then you could cover pre-release Saturn games. This was, I think, this may have been even before there was a good mod chip solution for the Saturn. I remember when you did stuff to a PlayStation, it busted it wide open and you could play whatever. But like Saturns are weird in that, like, I got a region switch installed in a Japanese Saturn, and if I flip that switch, it would let me play US discs or Japanese discs, but it still didn't let me play burned discs. Like the process was much more convoluted at the time, and so you kind of couldn't really. I mean, you probably could, but I don't know. You probably you could not bootleg Saturn discs super easily at the time, or like, and it prevented us from sending Saturn games out to freelancers the same way we could send out PlayStation games, because freelancers would just mod a PlayStation and they'd be like, send me whatever you got, and we would get burned discs from publishers, and they'd be like, here's the review copy of this game, go. And they're just CDRs, you know. And so you could send those CDRs to freelancers and they'd be able to review a game. On the Saturn, because that whole thing was so ridiculous, like it was very hard for us to outsource Saturn coverage to freelancers unless they had boot discs. And I don't know how freely Sega was giving those out. It was easier to get a set of boot discs than it was to get an official debug PlayStation, that's for sure. I believe I said before, we only had one debug PlayStation, and when you're trying to cover every PlayStation 1 game that's coming out, that ain't enough. This lady again. I'm sure there's a list somewhere of like, yeah, of Saturn games that have interesting track 1 messages, right? I'm sure someone already has built that list. Like we're being fools here. We're wasting our time. I'm sure someone's already done this work. But I did find that NBA Jam Extreme track of 8 minutes of Marv Albert shouting people's names.
It seems like you got a big bear running at you. Well,
Yard. Yard.
may the best man win.
Wow. This is true pinball for the Saturn. This is where Diplo got it. This style of drums. He stole it from True Pinball.
Sega Saturn 用のゲームディスクです。
Uno DX has the warning track, but then also has other audio tracks. Yeah, definitely daggering music on True Pinball. I'm a sucker for the style of drum beat. This pat, 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 pat. Like I love it. You could play Uno to this. Metroid Pinball Stream when? I remember that game being not very good. But it's been a very long time. Yeah. I'm into this. We're probably going to go after this. We're going to take off here, get some other stuff done here before my wife gets back with the kids. I got to send a couple of emails, return some Twitter DM. I got to get back to people. I have let, unfortunately, some cool shit, some fun opportunities fall through the cracks just because the last month has been so nuts. Of just getting things going here and doing all this and getting everything up and operational and all that sort of stuff has been very time consuming, but it's been going good. It's been super fun. Do all this and get everything going, you know, like get everything off the ground and like new problems to solve. That's what I think I have come to crave in a job more than anything else is new problems to solve. And when you run out of that and aren't afforded the opportunity to kind of make those changes, it's just like, well, why? All right, well, what are we doing? What are we even doing? So to be out here being able to listen to the Uno DX soundtrack with you. Nothing's better, baby. Nothing's better. I should probably play some Uno DX for Saturn, huh? Because this music is fantastic. I don't know what's going on in this. I'm just going to raid this. There's no listed game being played, so I don't know what's happening on this stream. It's just something on my recommended channel list. I don't know what it's all about, but why don't you go check this out, see what's happening. And everybody have a great Thursday. I'll be back in the morning. We'll play some Rumbleverse. Take care of yourselves and have a beautiful Uno Thursday.